Hey guys, Coach Jennifer here, and we are going to get ready to warm up for our tumbling. So today I have Emily and Layla and Leah, and the first thing we're going to do is we're going to stretch. So everybody have a seat in the shadow. Make sure your legs are nice and straight, toes pointed, knees facing up to the ceiling and over to the side. Make sure you guys are really stretching over the top, keeping that back nice and straight. And arm over your ear. And switch. Really think about rotating the little toes back to the floor. Watch these toes, Emily. And to the middle. Arms straight out, try to get that nose down and force your little toes to the floor by forcing your feet to go back. Knees up. And give me a nice hug. Nice straight legs, pointed toes. Keep your heels and toes together and nose to your knees. Stretch out past your feet. If your hands can't get quite past those toes, then just grab your ankles or place your hands on the top of your feet. Pushing the back of your knees into the floor. Don't forget to breathe. And flex. Pull your heels off the floor. And make sure you keep those legs nice and straight. If your knees bend, you cannot get your heels off the floor. And butterfly. Put your feet together and slide them out just a little and nose to your toes. You can take your elbows and kind of push your knees down a little to get a better stretch if it doesn't stretch when you just go nose to toes. And sit up tall. We're going to go arm across your body, underneath, and pull. Make sure that arm is nice and straight. You don't want it too low and you don't want it too high. Just straight across the body. Feel the stretch in your shoulder. And switch. Make sure it's nice and straight across your body. Feel it in your shoulder. And behind your head. Grab that elbow and pull.
It's like there's a nest over there.
Peaceful. And make sure you're pulling that elbow. You really want to get a stretch for it. You don't just want to set your hand up there. You want to really get a pull. And switch. Keeping those backs nice and straight. And swing it out. Just side to side of the spine. And then everybody's going to get on their knees and we're going to stretch out our wrists. So we're going to do fingers facing our knees first, and you're going to just press down. Make sure that your palm is touching the floor when you're doing this. Nice straight arms and try to sit back on your heels. And if you're not quite feeling the stretch, you can kind of give it a little rock. You can rock forward and backwards. And fingers facing the same direction. Nice straight arms, walk up those elbows, and rock side to side. And then make sure that your wrist goes all the way down to the floor. You don't want to be lifted up like a square. Wrist to wrist. Press down. And same thing, rock side to side, walking out those elbows. And shake them out. Up on our knees. We're going to get ready for our splits. Alright, so we're going to start your right leg in front. And make sure it lines up with your back knee. One hand on each side of your front leg, and you're going to slide into your splits. And if you can go all the way down in your splits, try to keep your shoulders back sitting up tall by pulling your hands back a little. And if you're not quite all the way down, but you're almost there, you can give a little bounce in your splits. Which you just kind of lift with your shoulders. You guys want to do a bounce real quick, everybody? Kind of bounce in your split. I know your arms are all the way down. But so that's basically how you do. You just bend your arms and kind of bounce. And then we're going to do arms up and hold. 1, 2, 3. And bring those legs together and shake them out. Not bad, ladies. Alright, and then back up on your feet. And we're going to put our other leg out in front. One hand on each side, and the same thing, keeping that chest up and sliding down. Now, if you can't go all the way down, you guys can give it a little bounce. But make sure you're keeping your back legs tucked under and your heels on the floor in the front. And then we're going to do our arms up. So ready, and hold. 1, 2, 3. And bring those legs together, shake them out. Alright, girls. We're going to do our bridges. So I'm going to have Layla face Emily. And Emily is going to face that way, and Leah is going to face the wall. Alright, and we're going to do our bridges. So everybody lay back. You want to make sure that your hands are facing your heels and that your feet are flat on the floor, and bridge up. And it's just a regular bridge, so your knees can be bent. You want to make sure that you're pushing up nice and strong, keeping those arms nice and straight. Trying to keep your chest over your wrists. And feet flat on the floor. Alright, and come down, rock it out. And you just grab your knees and rock. Alright, now this time we're going to do a straight leg bridge. So you guys are going to keep your toes and heels together when you do these, and you're just going to push your legs straight. So are you guys ready? 1, 2, 3, bridge up. And nice straight legs, keeping those feet together. Okay, so your toes are together and your heels are together, your knees are together. Your legs are nice and straight, and then arms are nice and straight, and you're still really pushing that chest over your shoulders. This is going to help with your flexibility in your chest so that you can get those kickovers and back rockers. And if you're wearing socks, you might want to take them off at home because your feet might slide out from underneath you. And come down, knock it out. Alright, we're going to do one more. And this one will be easy. So you guys can just lay on your backs. Ready? And bridge up. Alright, if you can, I want you to lift up one leg. And switch. One hand. Switch. And then if you can, opposites. One arm, one leg. knocked it out, ladies. You did.
I tried.
All right, and once you guys are done with your bridges, we're all going to come back to the wall and get ready for our line girls. I'm going to move up here so I'm on the way. All right, the first thing we're going to do is our rebounds. You want your toes together, heels together, and arms squeezing. And when you guys jump, you don't want to bounce your arms or really bend your legs. You want to kind of push through your toes more than anything. All right, girls? So arms up and go. You guys are going to go forwards and backwards. Keep those arms nice and straight, Liam. Nice. And backwards. So just keeping those arms in here, squeezing those feet together. Very nice, girls. All right, and frog jumps. Make sure that when you guys are doing your frog jumps that you are going all the way down, touching the floor, and then reaching up past your ears as you jump. Ready? Really push through those feet. Try to point your toes if you can. And then we're going to get backwards. And push it up. I don't think I've ever done these.
I never did.
What? Really? Probably why they're so sloppy. Yeah, we're going to stop. And everybody take a quick breath, okay? Now remember, when you guys are working out, you don't want to breathe through your mouth the whole time. You actually want to inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. So when you guys are working out, whether you're running or jumping or anything, just make sure you're breathing properly, and that will help you keep your breath, okay? All right, next thing we're going to do is our handstand series. Now, we've kind of changed our handstand series up a little because we can't do the handstand forward rolls. So you guys will go just handstand, split on the top, step out for the second one. All right, girls, so it'll be handstand, step out, handstand, snap down, handstand, split, step out. Very nice. Make sure your legs are nice and straight. You're pointing your toes at the top, lifting with your chest and arms. Oh. Woo. Now make sure that when you guys are splitting on top that you're not letting that back leg drop too far behind you. Otherwise you're going to fall into a limber. Like that.
No, I did it again.
Takes body control, girls. You guys are going to have to use your tummy muscles and really squeeze. Alright, girls, turn around and we're going to go ahead and do them coming back this way. Not backwards, girl.
That's right.
That would be talented.
Come on, I keep on doing that.
Make sure, guys, when you're picking up into your handstands, that you're not looking at your hands, that you're looking at the wall. That keeps a nice straight body.
I just can't seem to hold my handstand today.
There we go.
I thought I had it.
You did have it.
There we go. No, it's not the way. I'm going to hit the wrong way.
The split handstand is a lot harder than the handstand forward roll, I think. So I would say it's going to take a little bit more practice. So if you don't have it down, that's okay. Just keep working it, and once you get it, you'll be super excited. All right, and the next thing we're going to do is our blocking cartwheels. So a blocking cartwheel is pretty much just a cartwheel, only you push through your shoulders like you would for a roundoff, and you land in your lunge. So, good. Arms up. Good. And so you just want to get a really good push through your shoulders and use those wrists to lift. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and have them come in, or coming back. And the goal is to get off of your hands before your feet hit. So you're turning a non-flight skill, which is your cartwheel, into a flight skill, which is a skill with air. Okay?
Don't teach my wrist a little bit.
There's a good deep breath. Alright, let's take it back just a little. And we're going to do cartwheel step-ins from our knee. Okay, so you you guys are just gonna start on your knee, and when you go into it, make sure that you guys are standing all the way up and reaching out in front of you before you kick that leg over the top. Okay? Yeah. And they are step-ins, and the whole point is that is to just get that chest up as quick as you can. Feet together. And go ahead and jump backwards. We're coming back, please. And then, like I always say, guys, if you don't have space to do the line drills with us, do 10. Last but not least, we're going to do roundoffs from a jump hurdle. So a jump hurdle, you start with 2 feet together, and all you do is you just kind of jump and skip for a big step into that roundoff, reaching out in front of you, not down for your feet. Ready? Very nice. Another thing I want to tell you guys is when you guys are coming out of your roundoffs, make sure you're pushing off the floor and bringing those arms up to your ears. You don't want to verge your arms to the side, okay? So go ahead, girls. Go ahead and do that. Get a nice lift with your chest. All right, and then we're going to take a quick drink break, and then we'll get back to our class. We are back from our water break, and we are getting ready to do our level 1 gymnastics. Now, last week we went over routines, and this week we're going to go over them again. Okay, so I have Leah and Layla and Emily with me today. And I'm going to have them start back here against the wall. And for level 1, we're going to start arms up at our ears, feet together. And then you're just going to go into your nice step, kick, handstand. Now, remember what I told you guys last week? If you are doing handstands, you want to step with your bad leg and kick with your good leg, okay? So, what am I doing? No. Emily, get back. Okay, Emily got ahead of us. That's okay. All right, so we're doing the routines, girls, so I'm just going to tell you how to do it. So, feet together, palms back, and step, kick, handstand. Arms up. Hold on. And then back foot step, kick, cartwheel. Did you hear your back? Okay, great. Now, when you guys, these are my teen kids, and they're not supposed to do this. Okay? But, okay, so when you guys come up here, you want to make sure that you're stretching up nice and tall here out of your cartwheel. And we don't actually finish the skill because it's a routine. So for level 1 and level 2, there's not really a whole lot of finishes for some skills that we normally would finish. So you guys are just going to come out of your cartwheel into your lunge here. And then your front foot is going to step backwards to feet together. Okay? So it's step, kick, handstand, step, kick, cartwheel, land in your lunge, feet together. If you can do your backward roll at home, go ahead. So we're going to do a backward roll. Stand up, arms up, nice and tall. And then sit into your candlestick. And sit to fit. Squat to stand, sorry.
Oh, that's what I did, and I came back.
There we go. So now just scoop forward just a little. And stop. Okay, so we're going to act like we just did our cartwheel. Front foot steps back, feet together. point back, pull, point back, or 2 pace girls, pull, point, then step. I think that's split jump.
Oh, it is straight.
Plie, and finish. It is a split jump. I did a straight jump, and she did a straight jump, but it's actually a split jump.
I did a split jump. Oh.
All right, girls, let me get off. Tell her a little exciting. All right, so from the beginning, feet together, arms up. Oh, we're gonna do together. Emily likes to get ahead of everyone. All right, ready? And step with your back foot, kick, handstand to lunge. Back foot steps, kick, cartwheel to lunge.
I'm messing up for no reason.
Hold your lunge girl.
My stand.
There we go. Lunge arm here.
What else?
Cartwheel. Alright, so everybody should be facing me in their lunges. Except for you guys at home, I don't know which way you're facing. Alright, so in your lunges here. And then your front foot is going to step backwards. Feet together. And sit into your backward roll to stand. All the way up, arms up. Candlestick. Toes up. Stand up. Good. Hands on hips. Point back. Pull, point, push, pull, point, step, kick, feet together, split jump, step forward to your plie, and finish. Okay? So I want you guys at home to do 5 of those routines, okay? So you guys are just going to start. You can do it with me, or if you already know it, do it by yourself. But really think about making sure your toes are pointed and your legs are straight and all that fun stuff. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to come out and we're going to do our beam. So I'm going to have the girls find a line, or a spot on the line. Now, if you have tape or something at home, remember you want to have it nice and straight. Bigger than that. Hold on a second, guys. I'm going to do a little strip here.
I got a littler strip. Littler it's small.
Alright, so when you guys are interested, we're going to go ahead and we're going to just start from our squat. So normally your feet would go up to a pike and you guys would bend. Oh, actually let's go ahead and do that because of your step out. Okay, so everybody's going to lay on their backs. Now this is an L, not a candlestick. So you don't actually lift your bottom up off the beam. Your feet just go up, together, together, nice and straight, squeezing, toes pointed. And then when you come down, you guys will step out like you did when you guys came out of your hands and 4 rolls for 3. Yeah, and then stand.
That's bad, but okay.
And that's actually a little bit harder than you think. I feel like
I had to do that.
okay, so you stand up and arms drop to the side. Our best. Hold. 1, 2, touch. Back foot steps. Back foot kicks, arms to ears. Back foot kicks forward again. There you go. Like you're walking, guys. And then from here, you guys are going to get ready to go into your needle. So you're going to extend, or lever, my bad.
I'm on a different leg, I should be.
Oh. Back to your lunge. Captain T, guys.
Captain T and I did that.
Pass it. This one. Foot down. Arms up. No, feet together, sorry. Straight jump. Then you'll step forward with your good foot to your knee. And then side hands in, just not hit each other, guys. You both crushed Layla. Literally. Alright, girls, bring it And down to stand. Good. And your best. Hold. 1, 2. Touch. Back foot steps. Back foot kicks. Arms to your ears. Back foot kicks. Good. And then if you need to, step to that lunge. Extend. Capital T. Back to your lunge. Good. Back foot goes to passe. And then your foot will just drop straight down, arms to your ears. So over here, passe. And then straight jump. Step forward with your good foot to your knee. And side handstand dismount.
We did
Better. Much better.
We didn't in the first place.
Good. Alright, so you guys are going to do that 5 times. And if you make sure that when you're doing it, that you're really thinking about toes, lifting up off the beam, and really getting those kicks up. Because remember, you don't want to kick like this, because that's boring. Alright, so make sure that you're lifting it up and getting it to horizontal. Alright, and we're going to take a quick little break, and then we'll come back and do our workout. Alright guys, okay guys, we are back from our water break and we are going to finish up our level 1 gymnastics. So we are going to do our end workout, and Leah is going to demonstrate a plank for you. Very nice. Okay, so what you're going to do is you guys are going to hold this for 15. Okay, so she's going to pop up, she'll count it, you guys up, and then when she comes down, you guys come down. Now, what I want you guys to think about, because you don't have to count it, is I want you to think about not drooping your belly in and also keeping a nice hollow position. Everybody down. All right, and if you need to stretch it out, go ahead and give it a good stretch. And then also make sure, guys, that you're not tightening your bottom up. Okay, so we're going to do one more, Emily. Go ahead, 15, or Leah, 15. So it's for 15 seconds. So you're just going to hold it nice and tight for 15 seconds. Now, if you hold it for 15 and you're like, oh, that's super easy, do it a little bit longer. Okay? Go for 20. All right, and everybody's down. And then you can stretch it out if you need to. All right, the next thing we're going to do is our tuck-ups. Layla. All right, Layla's going to demonstrate about 3 tuck-ups for you. 1, 2, 3. Okay? So you guys want to keep your heels off the floor, shoulders off the floor, and count every time your knees come in. All right, Lila's going to go ahead and count her first 12, and I want you guys to do your 12 with her. Ready? And go. And just really tuck it in, and keep it nice. And we're going to do 2 sets of these. So I'd like for you to try to get through your first set of 12 without stopping, and then on the second set, if you need to stop, try to do 5 or more before you stop, okay? And then you guys can just stretch it out. Alright, then everybody's going to lay on the backs and do it one more time. Make sure you count to 12. Like I said, if you have to stop, try to do 5 or more. I'm not going to have Layla do the second set because okay, and last but not least, we have Miss Emily. Called Leah, Emily, and Emily, Leah. Okay, so Emily is going to show you guys how to do a couple push-ups. She's going to demonstrate. She has a nice straight body. She doesn't pike. She doesn't arch. It looks awesome. Okay, and that's how I want you guys' push-ups to be. Now, we're going to do 2 sets of 8. And 2 sets of 8. And when you guys do these, really think about that body position and try to do the first 8 without stopping. On the second set, if you guys need to stop, that's fine. But on the first set, try to nail all 8. So Emily's going to go ahead and do them with you. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And watch that lower back, especially when you guys start. Everybody should have gotten 8. If you're still going at it, still do those push-ups. Don't rush it. Just make sure you nail everything. And then you can stretch out that belly if you need to. That's how she does it. Alright. And we're going to do one more set of 8. So you guys are going to pop up to your push-up position and go. Make sure you're really pushing. Alright. So, when you guys are at home for the second set, if you can't make it all the way through, try to do 3 or more, okay, before you stop and decide to take a break in between. Alright, thank you, Emily, Leo, and Layla. And thank you guys at home. I hope you guys